Let us start our discussion on principal component analysis for political democracy dataset. Now let us run this command and then load the data political democracy. Let us load the data from the directory in which you have saved. The data has been loaded. Let us display the head of the data. The first 6 records of the data set. Let's now define the function for center the data and scale the data. Let's define these. Let's now center the data using apply function. Again, same apply function we'll use for scaling using the scale function. Now let's calculate the covariance for the centered data. Now let us do that. Display the covariance. This is the covariance for the 11 variables. Now let us run the principal component function prcomp. It has been run. Now let us display what are the objects that are there in the principal component object PCDEM. It is a standard deviation, the variance from which we will be able to calculate the variance that is explained by each of the principal component. Then rotation, which will give the principal component values, loading values. Then the center and scale that has been used for centering and scaling the values. Then X gives the principal component scores for all the data points, all the 75 data points. Now let us run these functions and then find out what are display the principal component. So this is the principal component, 11 principal component, PC1 to PC11, which takes care of the variance in the 11 variables y1 to y8, x1, x2, x3. So now let us display the summary of the principal component. This gives the summary, the standard deviation, proportion of variance explained, cumulative proportion variance explained. So the dimension of the principal component is 11 by 11. Obviously 11 variables and 11 principal components. It's a square matrix. Now let us find out what is the variance that has been explained by each of the principal components. So that is the variance. These are the variance values. Now let us find out what is the principal component that's explained, which has already been displayed in the summary. Let's display it again. Yeah, that is the principal component that's explained, which has already been shown in the summary. It's the same values, right? So now let us try to plot the principal component variance that is explained by the principal components and also the cumulative variance explained. So let us do this scree plot preparation. Display. Yeah, that is the scree plot and the cumulative variance explained. Now let us again redefine the parameters of the plotting and display the biplot for the PCDEM principal component object. So this is the biplot for the first two principal components, PC1 and PC2. Let us zoom the graph and then see the biplot, PC1 and PC2, first two principal components, and then the data points are plotted against these PC1 and PC2 along with vectors showing the 11 variables and then their impact on the principal components. Let's now close this biplot. Now let us try to display the head of the first 6 records of the principal components principal scores, principal component scores. So this first 6 values are shown. This will be 75 values. All the 75 records in the input data will have the principal component scores. This is the principal component scores, PC1 to PC11, 11 values for each of the data points in each row. Now let us try to do some little manipulation of the results and then try to get the original data back. Now let us run this function, the transpose PC dem rotation. This is the principal component, and the transpose multiply this with the PC dem score values, the principal component score values. So multiply it and the total resultant value is transposed to get the scaled data back. So then we will display the scaled data back. Then we'll find out how to get the original data back. Now let us display this is the scaled data, getting the scaled data back. So for example, if you try to see the scaled data, this is scaled dem, that is the scaled data. So it will be minus 1.33. So it will be y1 will be minus 1.33, etc. It is a scaled value. That's 1.007, the second value, etc. And then now let us run little more commands and then get the original data back, original poll dem data back. Data, we will get it back again. Now let's find the mean, standard deviation, so that we'll be able to revert the data from the scaled values to the original values. Now let's initialize the matrix Z, which will hold the original data. Now let us use a for loop 1 to 75, and then let's multiply the scaled data by the standard deviation, add the mean for all the 75. So then round it off and then display the results. Now let us run this code, display the original values. The original values are 2.5, 0, 1.25, 0, etc. It goes on, right? So this is the original data which we started with for the principal component analysis. So this is the original data which we started, right? So this is the original data, 2.50, 1.250, etc. So that is the value which we have got back again after running the principal component analysis. Stay safe, work digital, Jai Hind. That brings us to the end of our discussion on principal component analysis for political democracy dataset. Thank you. The author, Dr. A. Rajagopal, can be reached at arg1962@gmail.com.